not a parking lot. Well, kinda.
I get lost looking in your eyes, a little shook up at the sight of you. It gets me every time. And when I'm swimming against the tide, you're throwing me a line, pulling me back to you.
Woke up for sunrise, but a lot of that early morning light was blocked by clouds, and by the time it cleared, it was already too harsh. I drove for like an hour just to see if I saw anything that caught my eye, but it just so happens that the Blue Ridge Parkway area that I'm on, heading into Virginia, becomes a little bit more farmland than it does larger vistas or overlooks. So I really didn't find anything that was catching my eye, and now that the light is harsh, I'm just going to lay back down and probably get hopefully another hour of sleep or so, and then we're gonna go explore some more. I literally have no idea where I'm going or what I'm doing. I believe there might be a waterfall on the way up here, but you have to stick around and find out. I mean, I'm gonna have to stick around and find out because I legitimately don't know. So let's see what happens for the rest of the day.
All right, I don't normally talk history, but maybe this is the start. This is a cool little house on the Blue Ridge Parkway here, owned by a woman that lived to be 102 years old. 102. She was born in 1837, didn't die till 1939, and started midwifing at about age 50. She delivered over 1,000 babies and never had any issues from herself. What's ironic or interesting on this little placard over here is that she had 24 of her own children that all died in infancy, which is just this weird thing where somehow she went through that herself and then decided to help others facilitate their births. And that was her home. That little thing right there. It might be smaller. No, it's probably still bigger than where I live.
To close the open space, forever on with you. We'll roam the rest of all our days. The house is just a place, it's forever on with you. Ooh, I got it all right.
All right, another cool little historical stop, although I did have this on my map to photograph, but as you can tell, it's midday, it's just clear blue skies. Well, there's some clouds, but not really photogenic currently in its current condition. I think this is probably just a fall shot where a lot of this stuff around me looks really beautiful in the fall. So probably not going to take any photos or stick around to take any photos, but it is absolutely, I'm not going to say absolutely gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's spectacular. Really cool little pond. Got the mill here. Was restored sometime in the 40s, fell apart in the 30s, something like that. Really pretty though. And you can tell that this would be a really cool shot with some fall color right back here. But with some dead trees, it doesn't really work, especially in this light. So I'm gonna get back on the road.
I got it all right, I got it all with you.
All right, so it's pretty rare that I buy anything for myself because you can only buy what you can fit in the car. And that brings up a point that I'm pretty sure I have too many pairs of shoes currently, and I did just ship some off to a friend. Anyways, I was on the Blue Ridge Parkway all of this morning. That's what you watch the footage of. I'm currently in Roanoke, Virginia, and I think I'm gonna be here for at least a day catching up on some office work. By office, I mean sitting in a Starbucks. So I'm not sure where I'm gonna continue this video. I might just continue it in the next day because we didn't do a whole lot today. I didn't really take any photos, just kind of drove, saw some pretty sights, and I don't necessarily know if I'm gonna be shooting sunset or anything here. So stay tuned for that. I promise you, there'll be a payoff or something in this video because I'm not just going to end it here. But I thought it would be fun to just include you. I mean, how often do I shop for anything for myself? I don't remember the last thing I bought for myself. It might have actually been shoes. I'm not sure. Anyways, stay tuned. Thanks for watching.
I got it all. I got it all with you.
Hey, pardon the interruption. I just want to say thank you for all the support. And if you wanted to help support me in more ways than just liking or subscribing to this channel, you can do that with a little link down below where you can find things like my Patreon. Patreon is a really great way to help support me living on the road full time and making content like this. You can get credit at the end of every video for helping support me. You get access to raw edits that I do from time to time. You can even get a postcard from me once a month. So check that out down below. You can also check out my Lightroom editing companion. Maybe you're a photographer and you want a more linear workflow directly built into Lightroom. You can also find that in the link. You can find things like my workshops, you can find things like prints, or anything in between. All of it helps, and if you can't do any of that, just sharing this video with someone in your family or a loved one that might be interested in travel or anything of that nature. Let's get back to the video. Oh, another parking lot. Just a day out of the life of the road. Road down. Sweet. Whew. Rough. All right, so today's objective is to find a shower because it has been way too many days since I've had my last shower, and we need to do that before we get back on the Blue Ridge Parkway.
There is a world waiting outside our door. It stands uncharted.
Okay, now it's time for the second most important thing of the day. Hi, can I just get a large... Yeah. All right, on the road.
Oh, how it longs to be uncovered by us all. It's boundless wonder. The open air invites each one of us to find unbroken ground. Here and now, it calls out, come along. Now in a way of now, feel it in our veins. We are the wonders we are. We are the wonders we are. Born to take it all.
Man, what an absolutely gorgeous day. What I really love about the Blue Ridge Parkway that's different than a lot of the roads I've ever driven is that normally when I'm driving like this, I'm not in a hurry. I'm not trying to get anywhere in a specific amount of time. And a lot of the times you either have to try to take back roads or you can't really avoid the highway or anything like that. But this road goes from all the way from, I think we started in Cherokee near the Great Smoky Mountains, and we're going all the way to Shinoda, I don't know how to pronounce the name of that Roanoke National Park in Virginia. And the road goes the whole way as you've been following along while watching these videos. But what's really cool is it's like I can just get off the parkway and just be in a pretty big city. But when I'm on the parkway, it's just super quiet. And there's barely any cars that go by. There's not a whole lot going on. It's just super peaceful. It's beautiful. And it's hundreds of miles of driving. It just feels different because I have a destination, but it feels like I'm in a national park almost the entire time with, you know, views like this one. It's really gorgeous. It's just different. I've never really driven on anything that was this long of a designated drive that's this beautiful, and also just like there's no commercial vehicles, nothing. And but I'm still going somewhere. I don't know how to describe it. It's really unique in that way. So I hope you're enjoying as much as I am. Well, I doubt you are, because I'm here and you are watching this on a computer or on your phone. But I hope I'm at least transcending how gorgeous it is and that feeling of being on this road.
Out in the wild, past the places that we've known, the deep and endless. Forward we go, ever farther, ever bold. No edge, no borders. Roaming on, the wind sings gently with a sweet and haunting sound. Here and now, it calls out, come
All right, I've taken another random dirt road here. I'm really just looking for waterfalls, but aside from the one we just passed, it is completely bone dry here. They must not have gotten any rain in a while because there is just no water flow in anything I can find. So I'm about to turn around again because this isn't really going anywhere. I'm not really finding anything to shoot. So back to the road.
Now nothing's in the way, oh, now feel it in our veins. We are the wonders we are. We are the wonders we are. Born to take it on.
Hey, look, we finally found some water.
Distance can't hold us down. Out on our own now. Nothing is in the way now. Feel it in our veins. We are the wonders we are. We are the wonders we are. We are the wonders we are. Born to take it on.
Okay, I've spent some time walking around this waterfall. Can't really find a composition that is screaming my name to go get my stuff and come take some photos. I've waited around to watch the light happen. It was a little bit overcast when I got here. Now the light is peering through, but there just isn't a spot that, again, is really catching my eye. It's really cool though. This is a train track up here from an old logging railroad, and that's what the waterfall is going underneath. I think that's a really cool element. There's some nice moss on the rocks, but there's not a lot of water flow. Like I said, it feels pretty dry up here, all things considered. I even tried to find some flowers over here, but none of them really line up really well with the waterfall. So I think I'm gonna look a little bit more before I get back on the road, just in case. Gonna grab my camera, see what I can see through that, and probably hit the road, but I wanna check just in case.
Time to wake up before history repeats, before love aims its arrow straight at me.
All right, found this really awesome composition that you can tell is right behind this trash can, so we have to stand up here to shoot it. I have not taken a shot like this in a really long time. This is super wide angle, possibly focus stacked, definitely bracketed, getting that little sunburst at f/16. Probably pano from left to right to try to get the left branch and the right branch. All kinds of technical stuff going on, and I haven't shot this complicated in quite some time. So I'm a little excited for it. It's definitely really cool. It's different than what I've been shooting recently, and it's just really gorgeous. This is the background with this tree as kind of the whole framing of the image. I'm curious how it'll turn out. I'm waiting. I check to see when the sun sets and where it sets, and I'm trying to see where I'm gonna have my composition framed with the sun, but I've taken a few shots right now before it does that, using the tree to block the sun to get some nice sunburst in the image. So, gonna stick around for sunset, taking a time lapse here, and enjoying the weather, although there's a lot of flies.
Making me believe, and I know where that leads. Have I been an easy target? Didn't I try my hardest? How did you find out where my heart is? Did I make it easy? It's easy to fall for that forest, not the trees. And we call, and it feels like chivalry.
All right, the sun has gone behind the peak, not that you can really tell on this camera, which means that I am done taking the shot. Now, very interesting, challenging shot, not just in a technical way, but also in the elements. There's an entire nest of hornets or wasps or something in there. Thankfully, most of those didn't bother me. They just kind of hung out on the tree. However, I did have a ton of flies and a few wasps just hanging out on me. And I was just doing this dance of this. And the problem was, let me try to show you, is that I wanted to be further away from the tree, but as you can tell, there's only so much space that a tripod fits. So I had to scrunch the legs of the tripod up, really hurting the ability that it can hold the camera up on its own. But that means that it's stable enough for me to take my bracketed shots. So I'm holding the camera, doing a 2-second timer, it's taking the shots, but I can't just leave the camera, otherwise it would fall over, because I'm trying to get so close to the edge while keeping those tripod legs scrunched up that it's not holding tight. The problem with that was, with the bugs, that I'm just sitting here doing this, and at some point I just let them crawl all over me. So that was a very interesting thing. I'm not sure this shot's gonna work out. It was fun revisiting some of the old style of shots that I used to take here in the Blue Ridge Parkway, and gorgeous. The weather is perfect right now, aside from all of the flies. I don't think I got bit by anything, but I probably won't know until later. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna show you the shot that I got, or any of the other stuff that I might get here this evening. I'm gonna wait around and see if any of the colors hit some of the sky. Sadly, I can't get that in the shot that I was taking, because with that sunburst, it's about 20 minutes before actual sunset, meaning those colors in the clouds and stuff won't hit for another 20 minutes or so. But I think I did get the shot that I want. I'll show that to you when I'm done talking, which is now. So thanks for watching. As always, if you liked the video, if you liked it, consider subscribing if you loved it. There's got to be some rainbows out there somewhere. Just got to go find them. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in to this 3-day long adventure. Life on the road. See you next time. Later.
It's you talking.